Hey guys, it's your double E, Ina Esco, on the Verbally Effective Podcast. And today we have none other than Kameron Whalum of Bruno Mars and the Hooligans. You know, he worldwide, he real special, you know, all the award shows. Yeah, he's here today. Double E, Ina Esco. How is everybody doing? Thank you so much for listening once again to the Verbally Effective Podcast. You could be anywhere in the world, but you are here with me and my guest, and I'm really happy he's here. I've been trying to get him on the pod for a minute, and he's here. I have none other than Mr. Kameron Whalum, musician extraordinaire, singer. He does a lot of things, but he's of the Bruno Mars band and the Hooligans. Hey, Kameron.
Good evening.
Oh, no, good evening,
What's
me.
up? What's going on?
How you doing?
I'm great. I can't complain.
I'm
at
glad
all.
I could get you while you in town.
I know.
How you do.
Finally, it's been a while. We're trying to work it out, but
Yeah,
I'm here
you've
now.
been jet setting. Where you just come from? Like, what you been doing?
I was in Philadelphia yesterday, and then I don't know. Vegas was New Year's. I'm kind of just everywhere. Yeah.
You're taking like a
Kia
is
Shine.
it like a pause? Right
It's not a
now?
pause. The tour's over, so kind of a pause. I still got shows like here and there. Like we doing a Super Bowl show in Atlanta, and then like something else at the end of February. So I still got little stuff here and there. But
Oh, so you're a part of the Super Bowl festivities.
yeah, the festivities, the Saturday night.
Okay.
We got a show with it's Cardi B and then us.
Okay.
We're like it's a whole weekend. Like Thursday is Ludacris and Migos. Friday I can't think who it is, and then Saturday is us. So it's gonna be crazy.
What year was that you performed for the Super Bowl with Beyonce?
That was 2016. We did 2014 with just us, and then 2016 we did. with
How
Beyonce.
was that? Like, you still have good memories?
I have great. That's still my profile picture on Facebook.
Right, right.
The one with Beyonce. Yeah, that's gonna stay there.
Okay, well, we're going to talk more about your performances and your award shows and everything that you've been doing musically. But I want to start at the beginning like I do with, most of my guests. Now, you're from Memphis. What part of Memphis are you from?
I'm from Hickory Hill. That's where I was born at till I was about 8, and then we moved over like by the University of Memphis. So.
Okay.
But yeah, East Memphis.
East Memphis. And your dad's a pastor.
My dad's a pastor. My granddad was a pastor. Been at the same church. Well, yeah, my granddad was a pastor for a long time. Then my dad took over in 1999 or something like that. And then, yeah, been around that the whole time.
So, like, you were going to church every Sunday?
Every Sunday, every Tuesday, Wednesday.
Bible study.
Saturdays, basketball team, step team, choir. I was in the band, dancing, everything you could think of. Trust me.
So you
I've
were,
done it all.
musically inclined at a young age.
Yeah, I had I started singing real early. I don't know really the age I started singing, but my first solo was at 4 at Mount Pisgah Daycare in Orange Mound. Yeah, so I've been around it a long time, going to my uncle's concerts and singing at church. Had my brothers both do music, and so.
Wow, like what are the odds that like both of your siblings, you all would be into music like that?
I think it's not so random actually. I think it's kind of that's what it was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? We were brought up in that, so it's like the natural. All three of us have our specialties as far as music goes, but we all had the same upbringing, so it was natural that we fell into music some kind of way.
So like, did you all ever want to like start a group together? The way
we never talked about that, but it's one of those things to where I feel like eventually it's something will happen. It's not necessarily a group, but eventually we're gonna do some music and something. We always around, you know what I'm saying? We always talking, so we're gonna do something.
I can definitely see that. I've met both of your brothers. I actually just met Cortland not too long ago at Porcelain's.
Oh yeah, up here.
Performance here. Yeah, I know where your brother is.
I was supposed to make it. I left town that day, I think, but I was supposed to come up here.
Yeah, he can sing his butt off.
Yeah,
I see you, Cortland. We
You know
talked
what I'm
about
saying?
getting him on the pod too.
I'm gonna tell him to come up here.
We're gonna bring him in the 19. But my number one question with you growing up as a preacher's kid, I know you like, hip hop music, and I'm sure growing up, was that ever an issue in the house? Like your
That
dad pretty much let you do what you want?
That was never a question. Like they never tripped. Him and my mom never really tripped on it. We the environment we grew up in, like it wasn't just church. Yeah, I did a lot of church, but I played basketball at the Y. Public schools, so I was still a regular kid.
Mm-hmm.
So they never really tripped. My dad took one CD from me when I was like
CD
12.
was that?
This one.
That one?
Ludacris Word of Mouth. I think it was either that one or Chicken and Beer, but it was one of them. But I remember he took that. That was like 7th grade. Because, whatever. I ain't had no business.
How did the conversation go?
What you mean conversation? He
What?
just
Oh,
took
he
it.
just took
What? He ain't had to ask me. But I knew where he put it, so I used to go listen to it. But, I mean, other than that, they never really tripped on it. They love hip hop music, you know what I'm saying?
Do.
Oh yeah. I mean, we're a product of the hip hop generation. I was born in '89. My brother Kim was born in '83. Colin was born in '84. So we were that was our time. So you can't really hide that, you know what I'm saying? So to fight that from your kids would kind of be they gonna do it anyway. They gonna listen to it anyway. So
well, that's good. And you went to Overton?
I went to Overton.
School of Performing Arts.
I went to Colonial and then I went to Overton.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. That Overton is, I don't think they got the same band director stuff over there now. But when I was there, it was a powerful creative performing arts school. Colonial was the feeder to that, and yeah, I went to Overton and Stax all through high school, and that was my makeup as far as that goes.
So when did you start playing the trombone?
In the 5th grade at CI.
That early.
Oh, yep.
Okay.
I started playing the bass guitar at 9, and then I switched to trombone at 10, and kind of just kept. That was my main thing. So singing took a back seat. Everything else took a back seat. I was a trombone. Everybody knew me for that. Even now, that's what a lot of people know me from, not singing. I didn't really start singing outside of church until I got to my final year. I was in college or something.
Really?
Yeah. It took a minute.
Okay. So is the trombone your favorite, I guess, musical piece of you? Or is it singing?
It depends.
It depends.
I mean, it's one of the two.
Okay.
But like I said, a lot of people don't know that I sing. So I'm kind of I want to get that out more right now. Mm-hmm. I haven't put trombone to the side, but I kind of put that on break.
Well, let me hear a little something. Let me hear
my answer gonna change.
Come on, Cam.
No.
Okay, let me ask you this. Are you a tenor or
I'm
a bass?
a baritone tenor.
Let me see.
It sound like my talking. They really think they gonna get me to sing up in
you can
here.
do a do, re, mi.
It's over with.
Oh, Cam, damn.
It's over with. No, look, I'm putting out music soon though. So then, you gotta build up. You gotta let the people wait on something,
Yeah, I know.
I'm telling them it's gonna be good, so now they gotta wait on it.
Okay, well, we gonna wait on it, I guess. We might get them off the mic, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let me ask you this. Let's back up a little bit. You graduated from Overton. What happened?
I went to Morehouse College.
How was that?
Morehouse was great. That was the thing. My dad went to Morehouse. My uncles went to Morehouse. Both of my brothers went to Morehouse. So that was a no-brainer. That was the only school I applied to. So if I wouldn't have got in, I don't know what I would have done. But, I got in. I got there. I was in the marching band. I was in the jazz band. I was in the glee club. And, I was having fun down there. I was kicking it. Yeah, it wasn't a culture shock, but it was just new to me. Going from, being the only kid at the house with my parents to being in Atlanta at Morehouse, kind of just free to do whatever. Long story short, I ended up leaving Morehouse after that year, coming back to University of Memphis for a year. Mm-hmm. I ended up leaving there, going to work at Nike for a semester. Then I ended up moving to New York, going to the jazz school up there, and that's when I kind of focused in on everything.
Wow, you had a lot of
It took a long time. Yeah.
I didn't know.
I was 21 when I moved to New York, and that's when I really was yo, bro, you gotta chill out, bro. That's when it really happened for me. That's when it started, looking different for me.
Okay, so things were, I guess, too much going on in Atlanta.
Man.
Then you came to Memphis.
I was young, man. Everybody, college right out of high school ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot happen my freshman year. My granddad died. I broke my jaw. Like, it was a lot of stuff that happened, man. So it was a heavy first semester, and then the second semester I was kind of just already out there. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. But everything happened how it was supposed to. Yeah, for sure.
So how was New York when you went to the East?
New York was great.
Coast?
New York was that was different too. It was different because, like, I'm on my own. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had roommates and stuff, but I didn't going to Morehouse. My brothers had just left. I knew a whole lot of people. My Cortland still lived there, so I kind of knew that situation. When I got to New York, I think Ken lived up there, but he was in Brooklyn and my school was in Manhattan, so I was just on my own. You know what I'm saying? So I had to figure out, travel, transportation. I had to kind of figure a whole lot of stuff out on my own early as soon as I got there, and that kind of set the tone for it. As far as balancing that personal life, schoolwork, practicing, gigs, it kind of just helped me, put my life in order as far as how it was going to be for the rest of my life.
How long was jazz school?
I was up there for a year and a half, and then I got the call to start. I didn't graduate.
Okay.
So I was up there. I had like maybe 3 semesters left, and then I got the call to go tour. And then
with Bruno.
Well, yeah. So my brother,
like that.
Kenneth, he had been living in New York for a while at this point. So at this time, I had started playing with him on like different sessions and records and gigs and stuff. And I did SNL with him with Jesse J. So that was like my first like TV show, first gig. That was 2011. And I went back to the dorm, and then maybe a week later he hit me up and was like, "Yo, these people want to, you heard of Bruno Mars?" And I was like, yeah, I heard him. He had Nothing on You out or something like that. So he was like, "You heard of this guy? They want to put horns together, da da da." So I was like, all right, whatever. So they flew us out to LA. We did American Idol, and it was supposed to be just a one-time thing. So I went back to New York, went back to class for a couple days. Then I got the email that said they wanted to bring us on permanently. And that, I hit my parents up, let them know what was going on, see what they thought about it, and they was like, "Go ahead." So now it'll be 8 years in March.
Wow. Oh my God. Like, I remember when Bruno Mars had that song out back then. And it's like, if you think between then and now, look how big out and blew up. It's crazy.
It's like, people ask me all the time, like, did you ever think, you would be doing? And I did think I would be doing this, but there, certain stuff we've done is just like, I ain't even think about that,
Like, you probably never imagined you'd be performing at Super Bowls.
Yeah, Super Bowls, the White House. There's a lot of stuff that I just didn't even think about. Like, it never even crossed my mind. But, I planned on doing stuff like this, so it wasn't really a big surprise.
So what are some of your favorite experiences from being in the Bruno Mars family?
Definitely the Super Bowls. You gotta both of them. The first one, there were 2 totally different experiences. Like the first one, we were all new to that stage. We just didn't know what all it took and how it worked, and you got a minute to get up there, you got 12 minutes to perform, you got to get off stage, they got to clear the field. It's a whole lot of stuff that we weren't really, that we just got to see from that. It was freezing cold up there. They thought it was gonna rain, like they thought it was gonna freeze out, we were gonna have to postpone it. Like, it was just a whole lot of stuff that happened. And then the day after, so we did it. We get done with it. The day after, I'm supposed to leave to come back to Memphis to get ready for my show at the Hard Rock. The flights get canceled. We get snowed in. So that whole week was a whole like little thing. And then the second one was different because we felt like home field advantage. You know what I'm saying? Because we had been there before. So like a lot of, the other bands, Beyonce's dancers and Coldplay, they weren't nervous, but a lot of, they just hadn't done it before. So we kind of felt like we had the advantage on that one. And then we were only up there for like 4 minutes or something like that. So we was like, man, let's go kill it. Let's go, So it was 2 different experiences, but those were probably my favorites. And the White House.
How was that meeting former President Barack Obama and Michelle Obama?
It was cool, man. They cool.
Were they like cool like we cool?
Oh, cool.
Really? Cool in real life?
Yeah. Like, yeah. Michelle was sweet. Like, it felt like they act like they knew us. You know what I'm saying? And then I got to stand next to them on the picture and stuff like that. So,
I remember.
Me and Barack was looking eye to eye because he kind of tall. You know what I'm saying? But it was real cool.
Mm-hmm. You missed him.
Yeah.
Look,
yeah,
don't
Trump,
we all?
Trump.
What you think about Trump?
I think he's doing what he want to do. For better or for worse, he's doing exactly what he want to do. You know, I think we can't leave it all in his hands. You know what I'm saying? We got to do exactly whatever we need to do to make sure our life continues to go how we need it to go, and make other arrangements for whatever he got going on. Because you never know. You know what I'm saying? But he doing what he ain't surprising me. I tell you that.
No, not at this point.
Everybody's still getting like surprised and up in arms and stuff. I'm like, well, he's been the same person for
like after quite a few pivotal things he's done. Now at this point, it don't even matter. It's like, bro. Oh, okay, he doing that.
It's
today.
like y'all letting yourself get mad every 2 days for this man.
Yeah, it's amazing the things that he's getting away with. I think maybe because it's so unprecedented. Like no other president has tried it even, but he don't care.
He really don't. And you like on one hand you got to respect it though. It's like you not respect him, but respect the fact that I guess he mean this shit.
The shots,
he mean it. He ain't giving up.
Yeah, he playing hardball. But I do want to talk more about politics, but I kind of want to back up a little bit. Back to you and your bandmates. It's like, you know, you've been with them like 8 years now, and I know you guys spend so much time together. You know, you traveled the world together. Are you all like really like brothers?
Yeah, it's really tight. Like over the past like 3 years, we've gotten tighter. We were always tight, but you know how it is, man. And it's it was 9 of us. You know what I'm saying? So naturally, there's stuff that not happens. Ain't nobody got to fight or nothing like that, but you know, niggas get into it. People get into it like little words here and there, or you feel a certain way. But after all this time, man, it's just like, hey, I'm me, you, we got to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? But at the past 2 years, I think we probably at the point where we the tightest we've been.
That's cool. So like a brotherhood, really.
Yeah, man. You got to think about it. We wake up, see these people, go to sleep, see them right before you go to sleep, with them all day. You're eating with them. You're on the bus with them. You're on the planes. Like, you got to deal with them. Mm-hmm. And not saying that's the only reason we cool, but you learn that kind of early to where, man, look, you gotta go ahead and do what you're here for. You know what I'm saying? You can't let nothing knock you off of that.
Because at the end of the day, it's still business.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's still business. I mean, we are a family, and our band is a little different from a lot of other bands because you know we've had this same unit for a long time. So it's definitely a family.
Mm-hmm. It seems like you all are like really close with Bruno. Like,
yeah,
you know, he's like right there with the other brothers. Like, y'all all cool beans.
Yeah, and I think like when I met Bruno, he was Bruno, but it was before a lot of, you know, he only had one album out. You know, had the Nothing on You and the Lazy Song, those. So it was kind of early. And when my first tour with him, we were all on the same bus. You know what I'm saying? Same dress. I don't know if it was the same dress room, but we were always around each other from the jump. So when stuff started to happen, we were already kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So we kind of just roll with it.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? It seems like, you know, you all have grown a lot since you all been together. And, you know, you look at Bruno, I mean, he seems to be, and it's on the outside looking in, maybe even a perfectionist. I don't know. Is he?
Yeah.
Is he? Now, with him being a perfectionist, what all have you learned from Bruno?
Well, I'm a perfectionist too, though.
I was about to say that next.
Yeah. I'm a perfectionist. From him, man, I learn stuff every day. He's a genius. You know what I'm saying? He knows exactly what he wants from the sounds to the outfits to the lights to the instruments, like everything he has his hand on. So I think that's one of the biggest things I've learned from him. Like, just you got to do everything. You know what I mean? You got to know what's going on. Then you got to do everything, but you got to know what's going on and know how you want your vision to come across. I think that's one of the biggest things I've learned from being with him.
And that's awesome to learn that from like such a mega
star.
Yeah,
he the one to learn it from.
So now, is that preparing you for what you're doing now with your solo?
Yeah, well, it's preparing me for it. It's preparing me for everything I'm doing though. Like, you know, with the kids and writing music and arranging performances and putting shows together. Like, it's preparing me for all that stuff.
Wow. So what are you doing with the kids and Stax? Tell me about it.
I went to Stax middle school, I started going to middle school like in the summer times. Then by like 11th, 12th grade, they started hiring me to come in and play for different shows and stuff. So pretty much every year for the past 8 years, 6, 7 years, I've been going back. I go back all the time and just lend my hand and where I can. But now we're talking about kind of making it a more official role up there. So I'll just, whatever, I'll be up there kind of stepping in for the instrumental program. So like the band and the rhythm section and all that, I'll kind of be doing that. And at the church too, my dad asked me to take over the youth department. So I'm doing that. So I'm double duty right now. That's what I told you. Awesome. I'm doing a lot, man. So I got the youth department at church, and then the Stax kids, and who knows what else about to happen.
How do the kids react to you? Do they, just tell me, how are they like?
They love me.
Oh my God,
well,
it's Cam.
If they know who I am, then it's like, they love the fact I'm there. A lot of kids really don't even realize what I've done, or you know what I'm saying, where I came from and why I'm here. But once they realize it, they're like, "Oh my God, you're the one that's in the video." You da da da. So, I mean, I love working with kids. Period. So I'm not like, I ain't in there being all Hollywood and like, I'm not a weirdo. So I love working with kids. They love me. I know how to help. You know what I'm saying? I know how to help in certain situations. So, I love that.
How old are you, Cam?
29. I'll be 30 in July.
You'll be 30 in July. Oh my!
It's coming on up,
it's
man.
Coming.
I need to go somewhere. I need a trip or something.
Well, that could be tomorrow. You going on a trip?
I'm talking about my birthday. I need to do something.
Yes, you do for
Rent
your 30th.
Rent out the FedEx Forum and throw a party.
You should do that. That's different.
I was just playing.
You should do something really cute. Make sure you invite the Verbally Effective crew. Now, let me ask you this: like, out of all the traveling, speaking of traveling, what's your favorite continent and place to go? Like, what has been like some of the most majestic things you've seen while traveling the world?
I love Australia. I love going to Australia and like New Zealand, because we normally go those two places at the same time. It's just free over there. You know what I'm saying? It's the weather nice, the people nice, it's beautiful over there. So Australia probably my favorite place. Man, I like LA. It's local, I guess, but I love LA.
What do you like about LA?
I didn't like it at first, like that. Well, I didn't like it as far as like wanting to live there. I've always liked it per se, but lately I've been messing with it a lot more. It's just cool. Anybody stun you out there.
Mm-hmm. Look, we just had Fresh here. He's staying in LA. He's just so cool and laid back.
Shout out to my guy Fresh, man.
Just so cool and laid back. Okay, so you always talking about the Memphis Tigers. I know you're a huge fan. What's going on with the Tigers?
What you mean?
So what is your?
We about to win the championship.
What's the analysis
what you mean?
from
we about
your
to win
opinion?
The championship.
You think so?
Listen, I can't never. You know how they do the brackets?
Mm-hmm.
I can never do a bracket for real, because if Memphis is in it, I'm taking them all the way.
Mm-hmm.
And the one year we went, my freshman year of college, I was the only one in the dorm that had us going all the way. So I can't, like, that's how I'm gonna do it every time. So I say that to say we're gonna win the championship this year and next year.
So you go to all the games when you're
I don't go to all the games. I go to as many as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been. I used to be a ball boy for the Tigers.
I didn't know that.
When I was in middle school, yeah. When I like those 3 years in middle school, I was a ball boy.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been since the pyramid. Man.
Was that Calipari there when you were there?
I was there his first year.
Okay.
His first year in like those first 3 years or something like that.
So you and Penny cool, y'all?
Yeah, we cool.
Chop it up sometime.
Yeah, we. I saw him in Vegas at one of those tournaments. We cool, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We don't like talk every day, talk on the phone like that, but we cool, yeah.
Right, but you at the game, you probably on the front row,
Listen, I just try to support.
What about the Grizzlies? Are you a Grizzly fan?
I am a Grizzlies fan since my dad got season tickets that first season, so we've been since day one. But lately, them boys tripping, man. I don't know.
What's going on?
I don't know, man.
Oh, I've been seeing some ugly clips. I'm like, I don't want to see that no more.
They got to figure something out.
Yes.
Because,
it's been a while. They need to been figuring something out.
Well, the Tigers still here.
Yeah, the Tigers.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the Grizzlies got going on, but Hopefully they figure it out soon or figure something out.
Do you have a team other than, I know you like the Grizzlies, Tigers, like other than local? Who's your favorite NBA team?
The Grizzlies. That's it.
I didn't think you were gonna say
that's it. I got players I like. I'm a LeBron fan. I like I like a couple players, but I'm a hometown person.
Memphis,
I'm
for real.
100%.
Okay. So we talked about sports. Talked about you touring. What about the ladies? I know you probably got like a whole fan club.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No. Look, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? It's hard dealing with relationships and stuff like that because I'm gone all the time. It's hard. You know what I mean? It's hard to really have a relationship to really be work like that. You know what I mean? I just was gone 2 years. You know what I mean? The better part of 2 full years. So, whatever happens. You know what I'm saying? Whatever
you
God brings this way.
You on the go?
I'm on the go right now. Whatever happens. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, well I'll leave that alone. Now let's talk about some current events. Now I don't know if you saw the interview with Soulja Boy.
I saw it yesterday.
Club. Oh my God! So Soulja Boy is actually from Batesville, Mississippi, down the street.
Mm-hmm.
So I've met people that actually know him. But would you give him credit for kind of starting the whole viral hip hop?
Hell yeah!
So it was him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who else did it, but I know he was one of the ones who did it. Like I remember being in high school and like on YouTube or LimeWire or whatever it is. Like, man, the thing about that interview, it was a great interview to me. He told, I ain't gonna say he told no lies. He was like trolling a little bit, I think, on certain parts, but the man was telling the truth.
Right, when
he went down a whole little list, and I was like, damn, he sure
was.
did.
And Charlamagne couldn't say nothing, but he right.
Yeah.
When Drake stole his lines, I never knew that.
Beyonce did. On the one she walked the hopped about the bed, turned the swag on thing when she walked with the bat or whatever.
So he might be getting a check for all that.
I'm sure he's getting a check.
Oh, that's why he been so low key and straight.
I mean, look, Soulja Boy, I think he was trolling, but he was definitely spitting some facts on there for sure.
He was funny too.
He was funny as hell, and I think he knew he was at fun. Like he knew it was like he was having fun.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, it was a good interview.
Soulja.
Shout out to Soulja Boy.
Shout out. Mid-South, huh?
Look, we did the Met Ball, the Met Gala in New York in 2012, and the Met Gala is real uppity and real. Everybody got on these suits, and so we were the performers, and we were doing our regular show, and we have like a party set, which is what we used to do in Vegas and at little private parties, whatever. And one of the songs in the party set is the Soulja Boy, and it goes like we do something and it switches and goes straight like hip hop, black, whatever. So man, we did that joint, and the place they turned up in their suits, and like so that's the effect of that dance and that song. Like as soon as we did it, it went crazy and like changed the whole night.
The song Now Watch Me and You,
yeah,
that was.
We was up there doing it with trombones, and we was like in tuxedos. You know what I'm saying? So that
was a party starter, because I remember Beyonce being on tour and she started doing that dance during her performance, and everybody was.
And that Pretty Boy
crazy.
Swag was my anthem back in college.
Was it?
Pretty Boy Swag.
That was the jam.
Oh yeah, Soulja Boy got some songs.
What's up, Soulja Boy? Look, what's up, Miami Mike? Get your boy Soulja Boy on the Verbally Effective podcast. So what's up, Miami? Okay, so yesterday, Sade. Are you a Sade fan?
Yeah.
She turned 60.
She did.
Isn't that wonderful?
She look good.
She do, don't she? Do you have like a thing for like older beauties?
Do I have a thing for older beauties?
I know I've seen you like post like
I love beautiful
Rashad, women. Like some of your classic,
There's a couple.
Yeah.
Felicia Rashad is the one though. She she could be 100.
She's like goals.
Yeah. Felicia Rashad, I can't think of no names right now because I'm gonna leave somebody out, but I love that like classy, like nostalgic, beautiful 90s, 80s sitcom mama.
Okay, yeah. Did you catch? I'm kind of changing subjects. Did you catch Cardi B's video yesterday
about
the government
about Trump?
shutdown?
Yeah, I saw. Cardi B on fire right now.
Cardi B woke as hell, huh?
Cardi B on fire. across the board.
It's like you've been working with Cardi B while on tour with Bruno. So, like, in person, to me, what you see is what you get.
Yeah. I mean, and that's why I think people like her so much, because, like, they don't have to worry about who she might be when she leave or who she was before she got there. Like, no, she's the same person. Cardi, she's great. She's literally, I think she's the one. She's on fire. It's her. Who is it? Her, Drake, Beyonce. Mm-hmm. They the top.
They can do no wrong.
They can do no wrong.
Anything could pop off.
Everybody keep trying to bring Drake into some stuff, and he's just
they
like,
do.
all right. Yeah.
He gonna hit us with another banger song.
I'm sure of it.
But you're working on some new music. Can you tell me a little bit about that? You have an upcoming performance.
I have an upcoming performance. Well, the song it's a song featuring Project Pat. I'm gonna put it out soon. I don't know when yet, but over the next month to a month and a half, 2 months, it'll be out. I'm performing it this Sunday. Well, I don't know when this gonna air, but I'm performing it at the Memphis Rap Legend show with him. I'm gonna shoot a video to it soon. I'm gonna go ahead and
can I get a video?
Yeah,
for real?
Sure. Yeah,
let me know.
Sure.
Like we can start it off with on the Verbally Effective podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you about the song though, since I haven't heard it. Is it your song and he just gonna spit a verse, or is it he spitting verses and you singing the hook? How does it go?
It's my song. Mm-hmm. I wrote the song, and he's doing a verse. So I'm singing the hook and the rest of the verses, but he got a verse too.
You handpicked Pat?
Yeah, because the song it's like a Memphis song, so I wanted like Pat, or I had a couple other people in mind that I wanted on it, but Pat worked out perfectly.
Well, we look forward to that, Cam. What else you got going on?
Man, I need to get some rest.
Yeah.
I've been moving around a lot. I'm not complaining. Like this, what I it's a part of my life, I guess. But nothing. Just that. Trying to do more music. About to be over at Stax some more. Mm-hmm. Just trying to make the world a better place for you and me, like Michael Jackson said.
Look, where you are, you're doing a great job. I'm proud of you, Cam.
Well, I appreciate it. I'm proud of you. This is dope.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dope. I'll be listening.
Okay. Well, you're going to have to share it on your socials.
I will.
Please. Now, could you give everybody your social media so they can, follow you,
My social media.
Yeah.
Same name, at Kameron Whalum, KameronWhalum. People be getting mad at me because I ain't following them back or something. I really don't be seeing it sometimes. So if I'm not, now I'm not saying I'm about to follow everybody back, but sometimes if you get mad at me or something, or send me a message or something, I don't reply, I might not have seen it. So give me a break. What they say? Charge it to my head.
They gonna say you see what you want to see.
Man, people been telling people, not people, but I done heard that I acting funny.
You acting funny, Cameron?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? You didn't see it.
I don't be saying stuff, but I'm gonna do better. I'm not as busy right now, so.
But hit them up, ladies. It's time.
No.
He's not as busy.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I mean fans. Fans. Cam.
Business opportunity.
Right, business opportunities. Business opportunities. Well, thank you so much, Cameron, for coming to the Verbally Effective
Thank you
podcast.
for having me on here.
You did an awesome job. I didn't get you to sing, but as soon as these mics cut off, I know I'm gonna hear a note.
All right.
Okay. Thank you so much, Kameron Whalum of the Hooligans and Bruno Mars